Well, the Mizzou football team's SEC home opener went just about as poorly as possible this afternoon. Believe it or not, the Tigers were actually favored to beat Tennessee in this one. Former Mizzou offensive coordinator Josh Heupel, in his first year as the Vols head coach, he took Coach Drinkwitz to school in this one. And I'm not kidding. MU athletic director Desiree Reed-Francois at the play of the game directing the band. Let's get to the action, though. First drive of the game for the Vols. Hendon Hooker found it. Javante Payton, 35-yard score. Tennessee up 7-0 right out of the gates. Now it's 23-3 after two Tyon Evans rushing touchdowns. Connor Bazelak back to pass now. He's intercepted. Jeremy Banks and Evans would score his third touchdown on the ensuing drives to make it 28-3. He had more than 150 rushing yards. Second quarter, the fans' faces say it all. Tigers finally get the score, though. Tyler Beatty runs it in from 6 yards out. He became the first Tiger ever with 1,000 rushing yards and receiving in his Mizzou career. Mizzou down 28-10. Nonetheless, though, can the defense make a stop? The question of the game. Martez Manuel, though, a huge sack, but the Vols would score a few plays later, and at that point, fans, they'd seen enough. They're getting out of here. The Tigers trailed 35-10 with 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Bazelak and the Tigers were down 45-10 at halftime. Third quarter, a positive play for Mizzou. How about that? Chris Abrams Drain returns the kickoff 100 yards for a touchdown. That made it 48-7. We're on the board here. Mizzou fans, are we saying a comeback starts here? They think so. I don't think so. Mizzou back on the move here, but Bazelak throws his second interception of the game. Drinkwitz really not pleased with this team's performance. You can see it written all over his face. Fourth quarter now, Tennessee adding insult to injury. Marcus Pierce Jr. runs it in, 27-yard touchdown. That was the Vols' fifth rushing touchdown of the game. Mizzou goes down 62-24, so Mizzou falls to 2-3 on the season as Tennessee torched the Tigers in every facet of the game. Tyler Beatty was held to just 41 yards on the ground. Connor Bazelak did not throw a single touchdown pass. Meanwhile, the defense, well, let's just let ABC 17 Sports Director Andrew Kaufman explain.
Tennessee scored on all but one of its possessions in its stomping over Mizzou this afternoon. The Tigers led up nearly 700 yards of total offense, including 450 yards on the ground. At this point, there are no more excuses for this Tiger defense.
To say I'm disappointed is an understatement. It's my responsibility to have this team prepared and ready to play and to represent this university in the right way, and I didn't do my job today.
It sucks. I mean, there's nothing else to it, so. Sucks, but you know, everybody's relying on us, the players, so just got to be all in and keep grinding.
You really got one of two options. You got one of two options. You either circle up as teammates and coaches and fight for each other and fight your way out of this, or you point fingers and you blame.
He just wanted to see if we was going to bounce back, and we got to do some corrections, obviously, but we have to bounce back next week.
Up next, it's homecoming as the Tigers look to get back to 500 on the season against North Texas on Saturday at 3 p.m. But for now, reporting from Faurot Field, Andrew Kaufman, ABC 17 Sports.